already started, says Iranian FM spokesman. A spokesman for the Iranian Foreign Ministry told Ma'ariv that a solution must be found for regional issues according to UN resolutions. The war with Israel has already started, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Saeed Khatibzadeh told Ma'ariv. Israel has carried out attacks that were intended to destroy our nuclear program for peaceful purposes. It murdered nuclear scientists and harmed the Iranian people. The whole crisis in the region is Israel's fault. Khatibzadeh later claimed that Israel had done everything to thwart the nuclear talks in Vienna and to cause conflict between Iran and the world powers. The Iranian spokesman said that Iran's strategic decision to return to the 7th round of nuclear talks in Vienna had already been made and that its country had already announced this 2 weeks ago to the EU representative responsible for the talks. Asked if he thought a return to the nuclear deal would prevent a military operation by Israel, the spokesman replied, "Israel has severely damaged our research and civilian system. There is talk of an Iranian nuclear threat, but Israel has hundreds of bombs, and it has never signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty." However, Khatibzadeh, who spoke at the World Peace Forum, said that the region is tired of wars. "We must find a new approach to solving the problems according to UN resolutions. All parties must show political will for..."
All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash, the Bahana to Zelda, and the apostles of Gitimiston who do well. A peace, blessing, salutation to you, Akim, who are pushing these truths, the four winds of the heaven, beyond the forefront of this spiritual war, to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise here on yes again, as in the days of all the soul. A war have been declared, man. Both sides have declared the war. Both primarily the party which will spark or the three according to the scripture have already declared the war. You have the list of the flock, and you have the Canaanian, and the Ishmaelian in the middle of it. So they have both declared the war. So from this point on, there is no going back. There is no UN peacekeeper which can quench this fire. The angels of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, actually in the book of Revelation, the angels which were bound in the great river Euphrates, they are doing their own thing. So gathering all nation to that great day of the Lord, man. So this is the book of Jeremiah 50, I started verse 45. It says, "Therefore here is the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, that he has taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldean. Surely the list of the folk shall draw them out, surely shall he make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of taking Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations." So who was the list of the flock, man? This was going to Amalek, man. The 48ers, man, them Gatarat, man. See, they have already declared war, and Iran responded back, declared war. You see, the people in Iran, man, you might see them, they are quiet. You see, their country is being set in fire, in which through what you call directed energy weapon, their chemical plant being set on fire, their chief commander being put to death every day, their nuclear scientists being put to death. And you think that they have forgotten that? No, man. They are bringing it up every day and then. And what they are doing right now is they are buying their time. That's why, let me get, as a matter of fact, let me get the book of Second Ezra. It have been coming a lot lately, man. Let me get you one scripture, man. You see. This is the book of Second Ezra 15 and verse 29. Say, see, I will go to verse 30. Say, yes, as a Canaanian legend lassie shall go forth as a wild bull. And what is the characteristic of a bull? A boar, you can actually poke a boar. See, them polar boars over there in Russia, you can actually pass in a road is full of boar and nothing will happen. But what happens if you poke the boar? See? No, you can actually not poke the boar. You can do your own thing, and the boar will be there, and don't touch the boar, man. If you poke the boar, and that's where you will get a response. Surely. when you poke the Boer, that's when you get a response, man. It's the same thing with Russia, man. The Russian people have been quiet for a long period of time. They are looking into a Boer also. And when a Boer attack, it attack with force, man. It attack with its strength, man. To the point that if something goes wrong, you and the Boer will all die together. So the people of Iran, they are bringing it up, man. You did this, you did that. The people in Iran, man, they are not like you niggers, you Negro, Latin, Native American, who always say, let us forget, let us do this, in which that's not what you are supposed to do. How can you forget something which happened into a nation? And when you go to the history of Persian Mede, you can understand that the Persian were people who they have some kind of integrity in them. They are very serious people. And actually, man, they have declared war against Israel. That's not what you can. That's not a smoke screen. It's not like Esau. Esau might say this and do this, but them people in the Middle East, when they say this, you better believe they sat down and they considered it and they are actually implementing it, man. See? So, man, let me repeat again for you. And it's saying, also the Kamanian lady in Russia go forth as they will bore the wood with a great power, you see? When the Boer attack with great power, and that's what is going to happen, man. See? So let me go back to the book of Joel. See? Joel 2, you know where I'm going. Joel 2 and what? Joel 2 and 20. Say, but I will remove Pharaoh from you, the northern army, and I will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea. And his sting shall come up. And this was, the Lord was giving you a description in which this war will take place between the Red Sea and the Arabian Sea, like there, that desert. We commonly call it the Valley of Yehoshaphat. Saying that his sting shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he has done a great sin. Let me see. Says the ambassador of peace. See? See, this is a book of Isaiah 33, you see. And verse 7 says, behold, the valiant one shall cry without, and the ambassador of peace shall weep bitterly. Who was the ambassador of peace? The UN, man. So they are calling the UN, man. Which is the UN won't do shit. The UN won't do anything. You see? The highway lie west, the wayfaring man thieveth. He has broken the covenant, he has despised the city, regarded not a man. You see, the earth mourns in languish. Lebanon is ashamed and hewed down. Sharon is like a wilderness, and a Basham and a Kem shake off their fruit. See, so that's what I really wanted to bring. Salaka for the background noise. You see, I hope you brothers were edified. On to the next thing.